That's right, day 22. We are near the conclusion of the Nisse journey. And you see how the Nisse, now he's much smaller. And in the morning, we usually light the Nisse. But I have to tell you something. The dinner with Danish girlfriend's friends was so good that when we lit the Nisse at their lunch table, we almost did one of the most horrible transgressions that you can do when it comes to Nisse lighting at Christmas time. We nearly burned off the next day. In fact, there are going to be people who are going to say, "What are you kidding, man? You burned off the next day." But I am going to cling to a technicality that we actually have not burned off the last day, because if you look at it, you see, even here, you'd see, well, it looks like it's burned off this day, 23rd, but if you look here, clinging by their fingernails, like to the edge of a cliff, like Wile E. Coyote in a cartoon. Like, there it is, it's 22, it's still there. We did not burn off 22. We came awfully close to the greatest faux pas of Nisse candle burning that this would almost bar me from having a candle for 1 or 2, 3 years by the Nisse Community Bureau, but it doesn't. Now, what that means is we're not going to burn anything off at this moment. We are going to wait till this evening, and honestly, it's going to be a quick evening because we'll burn this off very soon, and we'll have to just think. And I'm going to ponder what this means, because here is the Nisse. The Nisse is a survivor. And this is just one of those moments that the Nisse, with its grit and its determination, has managed to hold on, literally hold on to 22 so we can enjoy walking around Saeby on this day. And it's a beautiful town. And as you pass the very quaint houses, you'll see plenty of Christmas decorations, and that means Nisse. Look at those Nisse. And those are some kind of Nisse. It is day 22, and me, the Nisse, and Danish girlfriend are out on a walk in picturesque Saeby. As you can tell, it's quite quaint, and the Nisse is very pleased to be in such a traditional Danish village. And we're walking towards Danish girlfriend's father. But in the interim, Nisse decided to relax in the town. And then the Nisse wanted his picture taken with the cathedral. Before, of course, we arrived at Danish girlfriend's father. Danish girlfriend's father had a very nice dinner waiting for us, but we had other things to do, and off we went to the kitchen store, where we saw an abundance of Nisse. Look at those Nisse. Here are more Nisse. And more Nisse. But before we went back to girlfriend's father's house, we went on a winter solstice parade where everyone had torches. That's a lot of lights. And they went on a torchlight march through the woods. Very pagan. And then at the end of the walk, we gathered and sang songs. Talk about solidarity for light. Then back at Danish girlfriend's father's house, we watched some crazy Danish show about Nisse and their candle. And there was an evil Nisse who apparently hung out and looked like a potato person. Actually, was a man dressed like a man who was a woman. I found it very confusing. But then again, that's Danish culture. I'm used to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and Frosty the Snowman, not a man dressed as a woman who's a potato person. But that didn't stop us. All right, we are in Danish girlfriend's father's house. And the Nisse has patiently been waiting to be lit today. And it is somewhat difficult for the Nisse to feel like it can shine when it knows that we have been on a torchlight parade to celebrate the shortest day of the year. But the Nisse says it's short and we need all the light we can. So the Nisse says we need to be lit. So the Nisse is now going to be lit, albeit for a very short period of time, because it clung on to day 22 yesterday by the literally by the skin of its hat. So here we go. We're going to light the Nisse, albeit shortly. Merry Christmas.